Screen, just having a snack. Voila!
Day 1, Universal.
No, day 2.
Epicuniverse. Headed out. Was I recording? I wasn't even recording. I wasn't even recording all that time, y'all.
I was like, the button's not a square.
Put y'all seatbelts on, please.
Sam will be the big 8.
Sam will be the big 8 in a couple weeks, and I'll be the big question mark next week.
The big 47.
No, I'm not turning 47. Thank you very much.
Family vacation.
No, I'm not.
2025.
She's turning 37.
July.
She's turning 39.
I'm not turning 47, Daniel. Stop saying that.
She's turning 39.
That's right, I saying.
In Florida.
The Grove Resort and Water Park. So there is a complimentary pass to the water park during our stay. The grounds, as you can see, are really, really nice. So yeah, other than the few issues we had in the hotel room, the actual resort is really, really nice. And we are about to go turn up. All right, y'all. So as I mentioned, the resort we stayed in was super nice. They not only had a water park on the premises, but they also had an arcade on the premises. And we knew that we would only be here for a good 3 days. So we wanted the kids to be able to enjoy where we stayed because we knew we were only doing 1 day at Epic. Now, the only thing I didn't do was take my time to find out how far the resort was from the actual park. And it's actually closer to Disney than it is to Universal. It was about a 30-minute ride to Epic Universe. Now, once we got here, we decided to pay for prime parking because from the looks of things, the walk from the parking lot is kind of far. So if you are driving here, make sure you go ahead and pay for prime parking. And I'm not gonna lie, even with prime parking, that walk was cute, especially because it was piping hot outside. Now, the difference with Epic Universe versus traditional, well, I'm not even going to say traditional, I'm going to say the regular Universal Studios, is the entrance is completely different. So you know how Universal has that big globe and you can take your picture. This entrance is very tall and narrow, so you may struggle a bit to get a good selfie. Lucky for us, we found someone who was kind enough to take a really nice picture of us. You see me here struggling with my little selfie stick. I mean, we did okay, but if you want a good image, just let somebody else take it. And as you can see, the kids were like, Mom, let's go, let's go. They were frustrated because it is super hot. There is not a lot of shade at this park, so pack an umbrella or a hat. Now, what I did think was very cool was how each park had its own entrance. It was kind of like a portal, if you will. So every time you stepped into another part of Epic Universe, you had to enter into this portal, and it kind of set the tone for what you were to expect. Now, this area right here is just basically the entrance. And from this area, you can access all the different areas of the park. Now, prior to planning this trip, I did a lot of research. I knew we only had 1 day in this park. So if you have only 1 day in this park, get you a fast pass, especially if you have children. Another thing to note is you need to know which rides you want to get on when you are headed in to each section of the park. Each ride has a crazy wait time, and another thing that helped us was me downloading the app. So I was able to look on the app and see how long the wait time was, and that narrowed it down for which rides we were going to get on because we knew we were on a tight time schedule. Now, this little ride right here was really, really cute. It pretty much is like you're flying as a dragon, and if you rock from side to side, you can almost do like a 360 spin. I was a little afraid to do that because I had heard that someone's earring had stabbed them in the side of their face because their head was kind of bumping against the side of the ride. So if you do want to do your little 360 spin, take your earrings off and get to rocking, and you might just hit your 360 spin. Very cute ride. The kids loved it. It was super duper quick, and at this point, there wasn't much else for us to see that was worth the wait. So we just went ahead and just enjoyed the sights in this area of the park. And we decided to catch one of the shows before we moved on to another section of the park. Was you crying? Why were you crying? Oh. First ride.
Dad, I almost started crying.
Next ride, pick up wing puppet. No, we're not doing that. That's too long.
And we had to wait so long just to be on there for like
an hour on that.
Okay, so this is like a little souvenir area. The air is pumping in all of the souvenir shops. So if you need some shade and some air, find a souvenir shop. There was also a fountain here, which came in handy because that helped us cool off as well. This area here was a really cute water ride. If you have little children, they will love it. From what I understand, you can get soaked or you might not get wet at all. But if you have time, it's worth checking out.
Parents be like.
All right, first ride. Like all these rides, long ass wait, short ass ride. I am soaked, as you can see. Wet, soaking wet, soaking wet. But the kids are having fun, so who cares? So this area here is really nice for toddlers if you have little ones. It's a nice breeze here as well, and some shady areas, which you will definitely need. We're going to watch the show, How to Train Untrainable Dragon.
Make sure your flash is turned off.
Okay. Rides are like pretty good over here, so let's see what is here. This is cool. Ooh. It's got a Parisian vibe. Yeah. It's a whole different vibe. It's beautiful.
yeah.
This is cool. It's Paris vibes.
It is.
Yeah, it looks like Paris. Cool. Okay, so the Harry Potter section requires a wand to interact with a lot of the things that go on in this section of the park. We knew we did not want to really do much other than get on this ride that we heard great things about. And as you can see, we thought this was the entrance to the ride because we had already waited a good 30 minutes, only to be met with more waiting. So you hear the kids crying, they couldn't believe it. Like, we were gagging. But what I will say is that it was beautiful to see. I mean, I can't even describe it. Like, you see for yourself, but in person, it is gorgeous. The Harry Potter section itself is just gorgeous as hell. This looked like marble, stained glass, 24 karat gold. It was like these offices with these little characters in it. Every part of the wait just had something to hold your attention. It was very interesting. It was very magical, but the wait was insane. I was actually a little jealous of the people with the fast pass because they were just walking right on by and getting on a ride. And I can honestly say we might have waited damn near 3 hours to get on this ride. So I suggest you get on this ride first. Come straight to this park and ride this ride. It is a very popular ride, and I understand why. It is hands down probably my favorite ride at that entire park. Okay, so this is one of the main reasons why we wanted to come to Epic Universe. Super Nintendo World is the shit for multiple reasons. Number one, if you are an adult, you're gonna love this place because if you are an 80s kid, a 90s kid, you played Super Mario Brothers. And our kids love Mario as well. So I don't care what age you are going to appreciate this section of the park. Now, you do need a wristband to play the games here. Now, you have to play the games because, I mean, that's what Mario is about. It's about the games, it's about the coins, it's about the score, and you need to play the games in order to even ride some of the rides. So before you can even partake in all of the fun that they offer in this particular section of the park, you have to first get a wristband. Once you get your wristband, you can then run around and play different games and tally up a score. Certain rides, you need a certain score to even ride. Now, again, I did my research prior to coming here, so I knew which rides were the best rides in each section of the park. So for us, it was Mario Kart and a Donkey Kong ride. Other than that, you can just have a ball just playing the games here because really that's what it's about. Now, when I saw the wait times for some of the rides, I just automatically knew, like, you know what, I'm gonna let these kids play the games, and they enjoyed that in itself. They didn't feel like they missed out on anything at all. They had an actual ball. And the great thing about these wristbands is you can come back and use those same wristbands. From what I understand, there is a Mario World in Japan, so we plan on visiting there soon, and so we will be taking the kids' wristbands and we will be visiting Universal in Japan. But yeah, it was just so nostalgic. It was so much fun. They did an awesome job with Epic Universe, but I can honestly say you will need more than one day to enjoy this park. And I say that simply because the wait times are ridiculous. Aside from the wait times, there's just so much to see.
Donkey Kong World!
So if you cannot do Mario Kart, which we chose not to, we went straight to the Donkey Kong ride. Those are the two rides you need to get on. This ride was crazy. This video does it no justice. It is a must, okay? Okay, Dark Universe. What can I say about Dark Universe? All right, so I don't know a whole lot about Dark Universe because we were not there long, but what I will say is it is not for little children. I asked my kids if they wanted to go over here and they said yes. Why did I ask them that? I should have known better. The wait times are not very long here because obviously Epic Universe is mostly for the kiddies, and so a lot of the adults were in this part of the park. It's mainly based around Frankenstein, but ultimately it's scary. It's definitely for the adults. You hear me telling the kids to come on because I saw that they started to chicken out the deeper we got into the park. We got on one ride, the wait time was not that long, and my son is still talking about how scary it was to this day. So adults, have at it. Children, not so much, especially if you only have one day at this park. So in the attempt to erase Dark Universe from my baby's mind, look at his face, poor thing. He really went through some changes in there. We decided to hang out for the rest of the night in Celestial Park, and it is just what the name is. It is celestial. It is all about the sun, the moon, the stars, the zodiacs. It's very ethereal, and it is beautiful when the sun goes down. The main ride you want to ride in this part of the park is called Stardust Racers. We were in line for that ride and something happened and they wound up shutting the ride down. I was heartbroken. So we wound up just going over here to this cute little merry-go-round. The kids enjoyed it. The sun went down at the right time and it was just beautiful. Another thing to try to see is the fireworks show. So if you can, stay late enough to catch the fireworks, and even if you don't, it's just beautiful to see, as you can see. Now, this little merry-go-round was kind of zodiac themed, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt some type of way because it's Cancer season during the making of this video, and they didn't have no crab to ride on. There were no crabs, as you can see. But overall, it was beautiful. We had a great time. And if I could leave you with one thing when it comes to Epic Universe, it would be two things. And the first thing is, if you can afford to do so, get the Fast Pass. The second thing is, if you can afford to do so, do 2 days. I completely did not properly prepare for how long we were going to be in those lines. Otherwise, I would have gotten the Fast Pass knowing we only had 1 day at this park. But as you can see, my kids left happy. We didn't have to drag them out kicking and screaming. They got just enough of everything that they needed. They enjoyed themselves and they slept like newborn babies. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions that I can answer. All right, until my next video. Peace.